This is the weather forecast video for Friday, March 2nd, 2012. Let's first take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see some cloudiness across the central plains and Rockies with the storm system there. Clouds streaming along the south, pretense to some very bad severe weather across the south and the Ohio Valley. Watch morning map from just before midnight. Winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings over south and southeastern Wisconsin. Advisories could get extended south and westward into the eastern part of Iowa, with winter weather advisories and warnings to our west. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days. This is through Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. Shows some decent amounts of precip, about maybe up to a quarter to a half an inch over the southeastern part of the state. And look at that little part in the eastern part of the state, because this here is the NAM, the 0Z NAM of snowfall projection, and you can see some of this in the eastern part of the state is a bit heavier, of upwards of 2 to 3 or maybe even 4 inches. The GFS has this little appendage from the heavier snow over Wisconsin, upwards of about 2 to maybe 3 or 4 inches. So everywhere west of this in central and western Iowa will get less than an inch. So let's take a look at it closer. The 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 6 p.m. this evening as the severe weather rages across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley into the deep south. Here we'll have some snow, especially east of, right about this point, about east of Highway 63, with the heaviest snow already moving into Wisconsin and northern Illinois with the storms to our south and east. Saturday, it clears. It's cold. Temperatures back into the 30s and 40s across the area, mainly upper 30s to lower 40s with some wind. Sunday, there could be a few flurries with highs still in the 30s and lower 40s, but with most of the precip, however, off to our east and northeast. But Monday, the new work week starts with a new wind direction out of the south and west, and quite breezy. Winds 10 to maybe 25 miles per hour. Temperatures boost up to around 50. And on Tuesday, we could see temperatures well up even into the lower to middle 60s, ahead of another storm that's forming over the plain states that'll be coming in here on Wednesday. And here's the frontal system coming through. That could produce a shower or even a thunderstorm, with temperatures behind it dropping back to the upper 30s and middle 40s. But the storm really doesn't go far away, because another low develops along the cold front as it dies in the central and southern plain states. So there could be some lingering clouds over southern Iowa. And a week from today, on the 9th, there's the peace energy with that new low forming over Kansas and Missouri, rotating slowly northeastward, and that will bring more rain, and this looks like rain, with thunderstorms from about Kansas City on southward into Texas. So we could see some interesting weather toward the end of next week. We move ahead further to the 12th. Or no, that says the 14th. It's the 14th. But still, the 12th to 14th, it doesn't look much different. Trough over the west. Storm over the middle part of the country, although it's not very exciting, 1004, but it's still way off. We could still see some changes to this storm as we move forward. End of the forecast, St. Patrick's Day. Looks like we have a little bit of a trough in the central plains and a little bit in the south and east of a ridge. And blimey, there could be some rain and some snow on the shamrocks and the rainbows and the leprechauns, with the rain coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll have to see in future runs. That sounded really bad. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have a better one on Saturday.